What's going on, guys? It's probably in the afternoon by the time this video shows, but 10 weeks out from the show, I'm going to take you guys through a full day of eating and a full day of training, so you guys have an idea of what it looks like as you continue to go down a cut or prep, what it looks like. And hopefully some of these things serve you guys, as some of you guys are getting ready for the summer, or just getting ready to be in shape for the beach, or even if some of you guys are continuing in a bulk. Hopefully some of these things kind of help you along the way. We're taking this one day at a time. And with that being said, I'm going to take you guys through a couple of the meals that I'm going to showcase with you today. And it's currently about 2:12 right now. And I'm going to take you through the first meal, and we'll go from there. So we have meal number one here, which is going to be tofu, strawberries, and blueberries. And then I'll have a protein shake after. But as far as this meal goes, that's just the staple there. Let's get into it because it's getting already a little bit in the afternoon. And see you soon. that post shake that I was kind of talking about. It's going to be a little bit of oat milk here, a scoop of veg, a little cinnamon, a little bit of agave. For some of you guys, you can, add some kind of fruit. You can add banana. You can just add something along the lines of that. Or if you're kind of more of a berry person, you can add strawberries, blueberries, spinach, and kind of go along that route. But in terms of getting ready for the training session here soon, I just like to keep it really simple. I like to have my carb intake like a little closer to the workout and then a little bit after, and then I'll kind of keep it pretty consistent there, just to kind of make sure that I take advantage of the carbs at least throughout the day, and just kind of staying focused on the workout, because I think having carbs around your workout before and after is pretty important, so then you can kind of feel satiated, and you can just make sure along the way that your training is dialed in, and adequately you can get enough rest, and that's kind of the name of the game, and just taking it one meal at a time. That's just it during this prep, and there's that. Just keeping it simple. Guys, so welcome back to the workout. We're getting ready to take you guys through legs, and we showed you a little bit of the warm-up, and so right now we're going to get into our first exercise. So we're going to be doing dumbbell hamstring right now, and today's focus is going to be hamstring specifically. I know whenever people hit legs, some people focus on the quads, some people focus on the hamstrings. So today's workout, we're specifically going to be working on our hamstrings and kind of go from there. And so pretty much you guys will see throughout the workout, I'll kind of just explain things here and there, so then you can understand why we're doing certain exercises. But we'll get into it little by little, and start off here. Just finished up 4 sets of about 10 reps. What we're kind of focusing on is the back of our hamstrings. We put a lot of great focus into the hamstrings. This top movement, normally I like to really push it, especially because we're only going to be doing about 5 movements today. We really like to push the weight that we're doing, because sometimes that's how you grow, really have that muscle grow the way you want it to, and on top of training and the eating. But we're just kind of taking it day for day and just trying to grow it. And that was about 4 sets of 10 right there. And don't be afraid to push the weight. I know sometimes it feels a little comfortable, but that's kind of where the growth comes from. Is just taking it each week and just keep progressing in the movements you're doing, and just take it day for day. And that's pretty much that. We're going to be doing seated leg curl here, and I always like to do like one compound, and then I'll come over and then I'll have a machine so that I can isolate it, and then afterwards we'll kind of find more of like a compound or probably like an isolation. But this is the second movement that I like to do. We're gonna be doing about 3 sets of 12 right here, keeping it super simple. The tempo wise, I'm probably gonna be doing like maybe like a 2-0-2-0, which means I'm gonna be holding towards the bottom, you know, for about 2 seconds or so. And really, what I'm really striving for is time under tension these last couple weeks. So hopefully that kind of makes sense, but you know, without going into too much detail, I just like to keep it really simple training. But definitely tempo is really, really important, especially when you're training and just taking it like 1 set at a time and just really squeezing on the contractions and the eccentrics. So hopefully that helps you guys a little bit. So right here we're gonna have our seated calf machine. You know, we just finished up hamstrings over there, so now we're moving on over here. We're gonna be doing about 3 sets, right in between 20 and 25 range. This first set, I like to do a warm up. Again, I'm doing hamstrings, so the hamstrings are already warm, but in terms of calves, I do want to warm up just a little bit, just so that I can make sure I have like enough blood flow going there. So I'll do maybe 1, maybe 2 sets, and then I'll kind of jump into my actual working sets, which like I said, we're gonna be doing about 3 of them. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're kind of going to be doing here. Just kind of keep it really simple for today. So hopefully that works out for you. So we're moving on over to leg press here. I know this is an exercise that I know is frowned upon in the fitness community. I know some people will say that this isn't the most optimal leg exercise as far as quad goes. But I think overall, this is better than nothing, right? But I will agree and say that there's way better hamstring movements. But I feel like a lot of times at some of the commercial gyms, you know, you kind of have to get creative with what's available, right? I mean, obviously there's always going to be a better alternative, but as far as hamstring goes, this is going to be one of the ones we use for today. And we're going to be right in between that 3-4 set range just as usual. And I want to be pushing right around like about 10 hard reps. So we'll see what we can get into. So that wraps up the workout there. It was a pretty intense workout to say the least. And legs and shoulders were the game plan for today. And you know, you feel tired after some of the workouts. And I think you should be walking away feeling like you gave it your all and there's really no more energy that you have. That really counts as a workout. You know, those are really the ones that are gonna shape you, and really those are the ones that are gonna, you know, you're gonna see in a couple years. So, you know, just keep working, and don't forget to ever lift some heavy weight, because it's definitely part of the process. I know it's a little uncomfortable, but just like, you know, I talked about earlier, just push it and just take it one day at a time, one day at a time. All right, so basically a recap of the day. So right now we're pre-post workout. So we're post-workout right now. So we're gonna be having a Snicker protein cookie. This is gonna be the cookie right here. These are the macros from Muscle Bites from here locally. They've been supporting me throughout my journey, so thank you. And outside of that, that's gonna be the snack when I come back, and then I'll show you guys the meal that we're gonna have, and then we'll go into that. Other than that, wrap it up. Alright, so that's the oats right here. Right about a cup, so 40, 80. Overboard. Drop it back in. zero that out. I'm gonna put a tablespoon, so 20 grams. A little bit over, it's fine. So we're gonna have our last meal coming right now. It's gonna be, actually I'm gonna break it down. So it's gonna be 1 cup of oats. It's gonna be about a tablespoon of blue agave. I believe in this setting, I think I had around 2 tablespoons and a half, maybe 3. And then I had like half of a tablespoon of nut butter. And that one is the Power Fuel Crunchy. And then I had about half of a banana, so you know, give or take right in between 70 and 100 grams since this was kind of a bigger banana. And then I have about 2 servings of dark brown sugar to add to the oatmeal. And that pretty much is the last meal there. As far as calorie wise, I believe we're pushing a little bit closer to about the 150, 155 range. Carbohydrates is around between 250 and 270. Off the top of my head, I know we were today was kind of more of a leg day session, so I did kind of add a little bit more towards, you know, the session since it was a little bit more intense. And then as far as fats wise, I think we were around closer to about the 45 range. I might have even pushed maybe 50-ish, maybe 55, give or take, but you know, that's kind of the calorie range of today's specific session. And then tomorrow, you know, that'll be a different story. But as far as meal wise, that's pretty much the end of this. And you know, once again, I'm gonna go ahead and break down pretty much the exact calorie breakdown so you guys have an idea of what it looks like. And that wraps up the whole rest of this video, y'all. Other than that, it's pretty much pretty late. We're not gonna go into the time, but essentially the calories got in for today. We're gonna wrap it up here, and appreciate y'all for tuning in. And you know, we'll see you in the next one.